a single arm, knee to elbow press. So good little setup position is you take the dumbbell straight up, you take your other arm out to the side, and you can see I'm already starting to position my nose in a line with this hip and this knee. That's going to help me balance and also take weight off this side. We want to try to avoid a thud coming back to here because the body is getting a break, the core is not continuously activated. Also with this position here, it's constantly activating the glute medius and the glute maximus on this side for better stability, better balance. And that way when we do this and we bring the elbow to the knees, trying to meet in the middle, trying to get that knee to come out to the side, not to the front, because that's more hip flexors. We want to get these obliques. So you think about these obliques, they're lengthened, they're going to shorten and lengthen. Shorten and lengthen. That other arm out to here is just for balance. So it's down, you make sure not too much weight through that foot. I like to point the toe, so double check and not too much weight goes through that. You'll get the odd one where you lose balance and come here, and I find that happens when you bring the dumbbell down a little bit too early, or you bring it down too fast. I come down too fast, I'm really fighting off the balance, it'll throw me down. So work on a nice smooth motion. Dumbbell always starts up when we start this exercise. Take the weight off already. In, press, in, press. The next one I'll take you through is a high windmill. A high windmill, you always think about toes point away from the dumbbell. I'm going to change arms for the sake of this one. Dumbbell goes straight up. If I got my dumbbell straight up here, the toes are going to point on a 45-degree angle out on this direction here, both toes, okay? This position here, the hand goes palm up this way, facing the camera. When you initiate this movement, you want to think about pushing your hips in this direction. This is going to help you load up the hamstring and glute on this side. And although when I was taught this one many, many years ago, the focus was on this hip to get this hamstring. I still haven't found many people that feel the recruitment through this glute and this hamstring. I always find it's the front, okay? Maybe because I've got a weight building, a muscle building exercise background. So when you initiate this movement, like I said, I'm going to push my hip that way. I'm going to turn and look at the dumbbell. And at the bottom position, you want to simulate, trying to look like a windmill the best you can with the hand and the dumbbell almost in perfect alignment. You come up. I like to relax the neck instead of constantly looking up. Some people constantly look at the dumbbell or the kettlebell if you're doing it with that. So again, you push your bum in one direction, you turn, you look at the dumbbell. It does challenge that neck flexibility. Some people won't be able to hit the ground with this hand. That's totally fine. You're challenging your own hamstring flexibility, core strength, and definitely your low back strength as well, because we want to still keep that nice lumbar lordosis in the low back. You don't want to be rounding to get that position. You'll put the shoulder in a bad position, the low back in a bad position, and definitely that hamstring. The last one I want to teach you is just how to do a dumbbell snatch instead of a kettlebell snatch. The movements are completely different. I like to teach it this way because if you've got a heavy dumbbell, it can actually be quite an effective exercise for putting on muscle on the shoulders, and I'll show you why. I've got a 10-kilo dumbbell here. You can see it's quite easy for me to move it up and down. If this was a much heavier weight, let's say for example I could only shoulder press maybe 20 kilos, I could much easier grab a 30-kilo dumbbell. I could use my legs to get it up, and then I get the eccentric portion of a dumbbell shoulder press with a 30-kilo dumbbell that I wouldn't be able to press on my own without the added benefit of my legs. So you can see how working on the eccentric strength of something will actually increase your strength, and that will be actually put on more muscle mass on the shoulders. So the movement with this one is very light, like I said, but I still like to recruit from my legs. I'm not going slow. That is a really slow dumbbell snatch. The power is coming from my legs. I'm thinking about the hip snap, similar to what a kettlebell swing is. I'm going down, I'm snapping my hips, I'm snapping my knees, and that dumbbell comes up really easy. I do like to use the two movements for down to the shoulder and then down between the hips for a couple of reasons. One, to get that eccentric load like I talked about, and two, to avoid injury. If this is a 30-kilo dumbbell and I try and resist in any way out in front, I'm in a lot of trouble with my shoulder capsule. So that's why I like to go, it's almost like the bottom of a shoulder press, neutral grip shoulder press, rest it on the shoulder, put it down. The dumbbell snatch is coming from the legs. I try and think about the jumping muscles, or I'm thinking about throwing those, if I'm throwing the dumbbell behind my head looking for height and distance, I get that triple extension. Triple extension is giving that, all that triple extension through here. I'm snapping those hips, and you'll see how that power coming from the hips. That's the 3 exercises in this ab workout. Now you're ready, maybe tweak them to your desire, for your balance, for your strength. Work out what dumbbell you want to do for both, or all those exercises, and then jump into the ab workout.